With the house pretty much done and cabinets in, we wanted to make a sleeping loft above the living room with some wood that would match the kitchen cabinets. This is how it turned out, and we were happy with it. The ladder comes down the side, almost against the wall and out of the way. Let's go through the simple steps of how we built this sturdy and safe loft. There's not much worse than a shaky rail or spindles on a stairway or loft, and I'll show you how we made ours solid. First, we already knew we wanted the loft here, like we showed in video 4. With the ladder coming down here, it would be less visible from the kitchen and out of the way. This is 15.5 feet, so we go to the joist table I showed from video 8 to see the thickness of joist we need for that length and the number for the loft depth. It was so easy after that. We got the boards, steel hangers, and screwed two 2x10s on either side of the living room that the joists would attach to. The one on the very front was a 2x12, giving us an inch above and an inch below the 2x10s to accommodate plywood, padding, and carpet above and shiplap underneath. The top only took a couple sheets of plywood, and we screwed those down. We bought shiplap for underneath and started tacking that up to go across the bottom. Leftover carpet from the living room floor went on the carpet padding. Tack strips were put at the edges. Right here I'm cutting out 3.5 by 2 inches in the plywood so that the 4x4 posts will be flush with the front of the loft, but extend down to get screwed in against the 2x12 face. You can see how the cut post is secured solidly in multiple places, so it cannot possibly move at all. So far, getting up and down hasn't been the safest with this 6-foot ladder, so it was time to make a ladder. There's a carpenter's saying, measure twice and cut once. This is what happens when you don't measure. Those who don't trust your math skills do what I did. Google search for a stair and ladder calculator, and you can enter your total loft height, the desired stringer height, the desired run, and it gave me an angle I needed to cut the stringer bottoms, which is also the angle the steps are attached to the stringers. These are stairs I bought at a hardware store and then cut in half. I put the rounded front of the steps flush with the stringers, but then saw the back stuck out past the back of the stringers, so I cut each of the backs off the steps, about an inch off. At the same time, we put up the black metal spindles 3.5 inches apart to fall well within the required 4-inch space law. The spindles are attached to these 1x3s that are toe-nailed into the posts, and also secured with a 90-degree bracket underneath. The posts were also secured to the wall with similar brackets. The ladder is done, not stained yet. You can see I didn't drill any holes through the side. Rather, I took the back part of the stair I cut off, screwed it into the inside of the stringer, and then toe-nailed the stair into the stringer. Here it is stained, and overall we were happy with a bit more space in a loft that matched the colors of the kitchen. Here's a little closer look at the ladder and stair fastening. This is the underside of the loft with all the shiplap up. I hope you enjoyed all these videos, and maybe it helped a beginner do-it-yourselfer see that it's possible to build something yourself for a reasonable amount of money. I'll continue making maintenance and improvement videos for the building and the land and do-it-yourself hobby videos. I'm also currently looking at portable sawmills to see if I can make my own lumber for the next house beside this one.